Hey, Undeadheads. Welcome to our podcast. I'm Jason.
And I'm Karen.
I'm Chad.
And this is the Walking Dead cast, episode 6. Wait, who are you?
That's a good question.
You're Chad.
I'm Chad.
How did you get
I'm a friend of Jason and Karen's, and
I said I was going to intro you, but you can intro yourself.
I've been a big fan of the show for years.
This is my good friend Chad. He actually wrote, or played the interlude music. He played the guitar.
Yep.
Because we're in a band. And called The Zombieheads.
Liar.
Okay, it's called The Orange Veggies. And you can get that on MySpace. And
Smooth.
so I just want to welcome new listeners. We have some more new listeners this week. Keep on growing. And it's going to be another big show today. First of all, we're going to have a poster contest. Did you know that?
I did know that. I didn't know
It's
it
going
was
to be right now. So
Can I enter?
are
you related to
you affiliated with the show? yeah, you totally can. So I was going to do this like, okay, how can we milk this to get more listeners, like force them to subscribe in order to get the poster or whatever. And then like, what I'd rather do is have them make zombie noises.
Yes,
So,
we love zombie noises.
so it's the Walking Dead poster that you may have heard about, done by a famed poster artist, Bruce Suzanne. It's over there. And it's, I think it's really cool looking, and it's a full-size poster. So if you want to get it, just call 650-45-DEAD and give me your best zombie sound. And if called by Friday, October 1st, and whoever gives the best zombie sound, will give me the poster.
Can I just give good zombie
That's a good idea. Yeah, you should probably give your email or something.
Right.
So your email and the best zombie sound.
The poster is interesting because there's like bats in it as well.
Oh, yeah.
Or are they like, oh, maybe they're
Flying zombies.
maybe they're vultures.
Vultures
Yeah,
in there,
vultures
yeah.
or who takes apart dead bodies. Vultures.
Yeah.
Vultures, more magicians. Okay. And then our second announcement is next week we'll be interviewing Charlie Allard, who's the artist of Walking Dead.
Which is so cool.
And
Except for the time that we have to interview.
it'll be great. And that's coming up soon. It should be posted actually this next Thursday, September 16th. So look for that. It'll be fun. And now for today's show, I'll give you the latest news and info about the TV show. Then we'll go into our favorite moments about the first 6 issues of the comic. So this is a rare instance where we're going to be okay with spoilers. So if you don't want to hear the spoilers, then you should skip that part, obviously. Our podcast is an AAC file, so if you have an iPad or an iPhone, it's in chapters, so you can just skip, when we get to that part, I'll let you know, and then you can skip the next chapter, which is This Week in Zombies. And then so then we'll do This Week in Zombies, we're carrying reports on zombie news around the world, and then we'll go into our regular Deadcast Top 5 this week. It's 5 best weapons to use against the zombie. I had a lot of fun figuring this one out. When I thought about it, more, it was pretty fun. And then we got some emails and reviews to read and get for today. So let's go into our first topic, the latest info about the show. First item is the Harvey Awards, which is another award, comic book awards that come out every year. It's named after Harvey Kurtzman. Here with him.
No, I haven't.
He was the artist that he started Mad Magazine back in the day, and he's a really good artist, and he kind of had an impact socially in the 60s because of his art. He was in Playboy magazine a lot.
Did you draw all of Mad Magazine?
Yeah,
Yeah.
really detailed, almost like paintings.
Yeah, cool stuff. That cover. Who did not like to fold that cover?
So these Harvey Awards are voted on by comic book professionals every year, and Walking Dead this year won Best Continuing Series, and Robert Kirkman won Best Writer.
Congratulations.
He's taken ass this year. And
Yeah,
past winners of this award have included Grant Morrison, Brian K. Vaughan, Neil Gaiman, and Alan Moore.
Big names.
All big names after Alan Moore for Watchmen, among a bunch of other things. That's cool.
I'm reading it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You started?
Yeah.
Have you read it yet?
So far, brilliant, but I'm only just a couple pages in.
Yeah, I love it.
I haven't read them, but I love the movie. I love the
The movie was really close to the comic. A lot of people didn't like
I haven't seen the movie, so
so you did?
yeah.
Okay, so congratulations, Robert Kirkman.
Congratulations.
Next, there's 4 new teaser videos this week that have been, I guess, they've been airing on AMC. Do you watch AMC very much?
Not much, no.
So these are kind of significant because they're most people's first introduction to The Walking Dead. There's like we're like dedicated fans, but most people just kind of stumble upon it by seeing these little videos. So I'm gonna play all 4 of them for you guys here. Just like the anime, everyone else will just hear us. Like, oh, cool.
Oh my god, it's horrible.
Yeah. So here we go. So see the window and sees blood. And God forgive us on the wall. Very
creepy.
creepy and short.
Wow,
So
that's
if you didn't know anything
like
about it, you'd be like,
a
yeah, that's
Oh,
it.
that's awesome.
It could be a lot of different things.
Yeah, that's great.
So there doesn't even any zombies.
Yeah.
That's
No.
Here's another. Number 2. AMC series.
He's making an announcement.
Sounds creepy, doesn't accent. He's looking around the creepy
Hospital
hospital
corridor.
corridor.
Yeah.
That was great.
The director of the Shawshank Redemption. He's kind of stumbling out.
And the Terminator.
Sees the door, scrolling, is looking dead inside.
Oh, what did he do?
He opens it. It's really scary.
This is The Walking Dead series premiere Halloween on AMC. Some of the best original stories on TV.
Oh, it's really great. And this last one is my favorite. And when it's over, I want to see if you can guess why. Here it goes. He just took a match. It's in black.
Oh, because you don't see anything.
No, because it has zombie sounds.
They're all a lot scarier than the comic.
Oh yeah, you're right. Huh?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Chad. Yeah, so Chad hadn't read the comic at all, but I hadn't read it because we're doing this top 5 segment. So yeah, you're fresh from reading.
Yeah,
it.
and I mean, creepy stuff coming around the corner, coming through things really doesn't come through in a comic
Yeah.
book, doesn't it? Film or TV show.
And as we mentioned before, Kirkman he said that he's not that interested in that. He's more survival, but I am. So I'm glad that it's in the show.
At least the commercials are
He's
crazy.
good.
He's not interested in the horror aspect, you say?
Yeah, not so much.
Right.
There's an intro at the beginning of this where he says that it's all about social commentary, but it scares you.
That's cool too. Yeah.
Right. Let's not forget about saying that. That's what
That's what we're saying. Yeah,
Oh,
Kirkman,
Kirkman.
yeah. So next, Andrew Lincoln will be doing a Q&A kind of thing. You can submit your own questions to him at the FXUK blog. If you email your questions by Monday the 13th, just coming up to contact.fx@fox.com. They'll pass their favorites on to him. So just Google FXUK blog, or I'll post a link on walkingdead.com if you're interested in that. I'll send a question. I don't know what
Yeah.
I'm going to say, will you please publish an MP3 file of yourself speaking in a southern accent?
And then make zombie sounds.
Let's see. Robert Kirkman, he gave a short interview talking about things that he's looking forward to in the show, and he said one of the scenes he's most excited about is a particularly gory scene featuring Rick and Glenn. That's it.
I know what it
Yeah,
is.
we can't say this is the spoiler part.
Right,
Can you mime it? Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Thanks. My middle right there.
I think everybody else what you're saying.
She never smiled on her face. That's just doing it. Okay, what else? There were rumors for a while that season 2 of the show had been greenlit, and then AMC came out and said no, it hasn't been confirmed. So yeah, I got outside. There's some news report published of it.
Yeah, because one of my stories talks about that. It's funny.
Yeah, they said not yet. I mean, yeah, I just don't wait to see.
Interesting.
Okay, next, Thomas Jane said he says he'll do a guest role in Walking Dead. That's the guy from The Mist.
Well, I looked him up.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
from Hung now. He
Yeah,
has his
that's
own show
right,
on HBO where he's a male prostitute, basically. Gigolo.
Yeah,
Gotta be black.
It's supposed to be the show.
Yeah.
There was rumors that Walking Dead was in talks. They were in talks to do it on HBO, and he was actually going to star, and it didn't happen, and so he wanted to do the show instead. Just a little line for it. Anyway, he says he's going to do a guest role though. Anyway, probably in season 2, maybe play that guy. And he also says that show is going to be a big fucking hit. Said Jane. I've seen it, and it is fan-fucking-tastic.
You have to put the explicit next to our podcast if we're quoting
Yeah,
right.
so, yeah, I think we still have to. Next thing, there's a Living Dead 2 zombie fiction anthology. I forgot to ask if you had this one.
I don't.
It's a collection of zombie fiction, and
Is this about zombies or by zombies?
it's about zombies because well.
It could be by zombies, but it has to be about zombies.
Well, I know Max Brooks has a story in there. He wrote World War Z and Zombie Survival Guide. And Robert Kirkman has a story in there. It doesn't say whether or not any people are dead. Or maybe there'll be some blood on the last page. Bye, Bob. Bye, Bob. Yeah, it says, rawr. Hungry. Brains. Okay, and then finally, there's I thought there were a couple articles examining whether the zombie genre was poised for an explosion in mainstream popularity. One was in The Atlantic, and it was pretty good.
Dude, that's one of my stories.
But it's not. I think there's actually a third one. But one I really liked was this one from Hollywood Reporter called "Are Zombies the New Vampires in Hollywood?"
yeah.
and I have it here, but it's too long to read the whole thing. Hold on a second. I just want to read little parts of it. So, AMC's new drama series The Walking Dead debuts on Halloween. More than half a dozen zombie-related feature projects are on the way to theaters, including Friday's Resident Evil Afterlife, or in development at studios. With this many flesh-rotting grave jumpers on tap, could zombies be making a run, or perhaps a very slow, clumsy walk? That's pop culture ground. And it goes on to talk about whether zombies are going to be, as big as vampires. This part, so they're maybe made, but so far not vampire money. Enough because zombies are disadvantaged in a number of ways. Number one, lack of sex appeal.
Yeah,
Werewolves and vampires have animal recognition that allows for treatment of hypersexuality, etc. Then they go on to say like, what did you
Hybrid is like the question maybe it's fear and sex. Like,
Right, right.
Like you're both repulsed and sexual. You have sexual.
More
feelings.
than
Hybrid sexuality, What does that mean? Hybrid sexuality. It means half human, half some other thing.
And drives Prius.
So both humans are attracted to werewolves and wolves.
I think
like them too.
Priuses. I think zombies are sexy to the Priuses. You like one. That's what you, Chad.
I am too.
And then it's a little story. They start going into how they're thinking about trying to bring sexuality and things like that into the zombie genre by making them more intelligent and changing, what zombies are all about. And I don't agree with that. And but then later on, the appeal of zombie movies is quite the opposite. You wouldn't want to be a zombie. You wouldn't want to fall in love with a zombie. You just want to kill a zombie. Zombies stand in for all the fears that we face in our everyday lives, and there's like vicarious thrill in the idea of taking a baseball bat to the head of your fears, metaphorically.
I don't know if you were going to bring this up, but our friend Ryan showed us a video, the limousines, that had scantily clad zombie women in bikinis and sort of shambling after children. But it was not, breast mounted, but it was not sexy.
No. Chad says no. Jason says yes.
He's a big
A little. It had me confused.
Can we have a link to it on our website?
Yeah, that's great. You remember the band? I forgot.
Limousines, yeah.
It was a really good video. It's like a little zombie movie inside a video.
And music?
Oh yeah, I like the music too. But the video was amazing. Like zombie video.
Zombie girls in bikinis. Confusing teenagers everywhere.
Zombie PX everywhere.
That was just one small part of it, but notable part of that video. This article I would love to actually read the whole thing. I think it's good, but I don't want to because it's too long. So if you want to read it, just go to WalkingDead.com. I'll post a link to it. So that's it for the show news today. Let's move on to our top 5 favorite moments in the first 6 issues of The Walking Dead. Who wants to go first?
I guess I'll go first because I'm the new guy.
All right, cool.
Go ahead, new guy.
All right.
Wait, one more thing. So this is the part where if you don't hear spoilers,
Oh,
skip ahead to the next chapter.
yeah.
Okay, ready? Quick, guys!
All right, so now we can spoil things.
Yes.
Great. So I think my favorite moment is kind of strange because it's not really zombie related, but I love the post-apocalyptic idea, and I love when Dawn and the other women were like washing clothes, and she was complaining about how the men are all hunting and they're washing clothes, and there's this kind of just like, are we going to go back the way we are, even if zombies are gone? Like we wiped society clean and we're going back to cavemen, and
Right.
I love that kind of thought.
Yeah. Men hunt and they watch those.
Yes.
And that's like a ongoing question about how much of their regular lives do they continue to lead and how much do they go, well, forget we can do whatever we want now. So
Yeah.
Yeah, it actually kind of reminds me of, I'm sure that Jason watched Battlestar Galactica. I don't know if you
I have
watched
not.
but there's this moment in it where there's a woman president, and the humans are pretty much decimated, and she outlaws abortion, even though she doesn't believe in that, because there's so few humans, you just can't abort humans.
Wow.
And that's what happens, is you have to make different decisions than you would normally.
I gotta watch Battlestar Galactica. Netflix. You know what? It's not true. I watched the first Battlestar Galactica.
original.
Oh yeah, I had a big old crush on
I'm sure there was an abortion question.
No.
I watched it too. This show is practically a whole different show. I mean,
Yeah.
that was more candy fun.
Right.
I loved it.
And you know, Star Trek Next Generation would tackle questions like that. I mean, absolutely. Yeah. Old school, but still, they
Science fiction in general
Yeah,
would
yeah.
tackle social issues, but it would be the ones that were controversial at the time.
At the time,
yeah.
right.
Okay, I'm gonna keep going. So my second.
No, we'll take turns.
Oh, you go first.
Yeah.
That's not how we do it.
Sorry.
Newbie.
Hey, get out.
No, what was I going to say what you said? Oh, I forgot. Go ahead.
Okay, even though let's see. I'm gonna go to number one. I'm gonna go to number one. Towards the end, the character of Jim gets bit and becomes a zombie.
Oh, yeah.
And he is towards the very end of the. I mean, listen, it's the 6th of the comic. I think it's comic number 6 that was in, and he gets bit and he becomes a zombie. And it was surprising because I thought he was asking to be
Yes,
shot.
I know, yes.
And he's not asking to be shot. He's asking to be basically put up against, not asking to be destroyed. He wants to be put up against a tree in the forest. So that when he comes back, maybe he says, maybe I'll find my family. Maybe they came back too. Maybe we can be together again. Oh.
That is just a weird decision.
Yeah,
just a-
Because my thought, I thought that was, it's not on my list, but it was an interesting choice.
Yeah.
Because the others might have to kill him later.
yeah.
Because they're allowing another dangerous zombie to run around. They're making that call.
Yeah, and they probably didn't go that far to make him a zombie. Maybe they did the whole troop went out the forest and went against a tree. Dude's gonna walk right back when he becomes a zombie and they're gonna kill him.
I remember in one of the classic is it Day of the Dead or Dawn of the Dead, where one of the friends became a zombie and remembered where they were all hidden.
Oh, yeah,
And then
yeah,
Dawn
Dawn of the
of the Dead, yeah. So like he may know where they are even as a zombie.
Okay, so they're all.
Yeah.
The difference here is they're kind of on the road. Well, they're not on the road yet, though. They're not on the road yet. But they're out.
You on the road?
Yeah, he finds his family and they have a tea party. They're very happy.
Twin circus.
Yeah, I actually had 13. I went through Mark's moment highlights and I had 13. I had 5. That was one of them.
Yeah.
Definitely. And especially like how they presented it in the back, where they show them leaving by the tree and walking off into the woods and then he's just there by himself. And you don't get to see that. You just know, oh well, he's gonna turn into a zombie. He's gonna start wandering around.
Right, exactly. But
And I
yeah,
thought that it was a kind of a messed up decision in a way, but it was respectful of him. And I could actually see people deciding to do that. Since there's so many zombies anyway, and
what's one more?
yeah,
They should just let him turn into a zombie and go back and kill him. Just it'll be easier to do.
I like that movie 90 Zombie Family and having like a whole zombie nuclear family.
that was issue 47.
I did that zombie much.
Okay, I'm just gonna go in chronological order because I didn't really rank them my favorites. But my first one is when Rick he had seen this zombie earlier on and the horror really registered, and then he goes he wants to shoot more zombies, but this guy is it Dwayne? No, Dwayne's the kid, huh? The father
Yeah.
talks him out of it. But then when he's on his own,
Yeah.
he goes back to that first zombie that he saw, and this is the one I'm talking about, shoots her in the head, and he's got a tear running down his cheek. But it's obvious that he's doing it to put her out of misery. So it's kind of powerful. This is the zombie that when you see the Walking Dead advertisements, there's that one that has half its face missing.
Yeah.
That's this one. Icicle Girl, which is called.
This was actually one of mine.
Oh, yeah.
You're gonna weigh mine down.
Yeah, I think we probably had some of the same. It's your turn. So number 2.
Oh, and it's not that one. So there are a couple of different reasons I chose that. Like the first one I said was societal, but there's just a pure amazing awe of some of these moments. And I mean, the pile of bodies in the tank, that panel where it's just a pile of zombies in a tank in the middle of Atlanta. And it just, not only is it amazing to look at, but it just tells the story of how Atlanta fell apart and the National Guard and the Army were like trying to save people, they were becoming zombies too. And everything it's just a great panel. It's somewhere near the end.
Well, now that you brought it up, I want to show you a part of this.
This right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Check out. This is the very end of the 5-minute preview footage they put out. Watch this.
Wow.
So-
That's the
Yeah.
moments leading up to that place.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And they, well, no, that's Rick getting in the tank. So
Oh,
the
so
show will be
change
different. Yeah, people listening probably can deduce what I just showed was the end of that 5-minute preview where he gets inside the tank and the zombies are swarming all around. So as I was reading about that part, I'm like, oh, they changed that. He's never gotten the
Yeah,
tank.
but it's just intense. The art just tells so much.
Right, about how it must have been. Oh, Atlanta fell.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. That's
So
good.
that was
And actually, my second on my list is back to Atlanta. The first time he goes to Atlanta and he meets Len, and that's how we get introduced to one of my favorite characters, Len. I love Len. I really just do. I love him later. He'll stay in the story. I don't know how long, because I'm not past so much of this.
Issue 37. No, I'm just kidding.
But I love Len. And I just like meeting Len. And it's great. He kind of he befriends Rick and saves his butt. And I just love him.
He's kind of badass, huh?
He's
He knows
badass.
where
He's
the
sort of
zombies.
just a teenager, right?
Yeah.
Early teen.
He's a
Yeah.
virgin.
He's a virgin.
Yeah,
Yes.
virgin. Yeah, but I love him.
Cool. Okay, my number 2 is when Rick is on his horse, and he goes into Atlanta, and he gets surrounded by zombies, and the horse gets spooked, and he falls off, and he's just pretty much fucked. It seems he's surrounded, he's on the floor, and zombies are converging around him. And
Yeah, I was actually sitting there when I read that part. I was thinking, it's good that zombies like horse meat. You know?
Yeah.
oh, that's okay. There,
Yeah, you know what? And the horse is not gonna come back. No.
horsey.
Yeah.
So this is in the same vein as the tank. The moment when Rick opens the hospital doors and sees this massive zombies for the first time, that's just so intense. Again.
Oh, yeah.
You're-
Very first.
When you kind of go, ooh, this is a bad place to be.
Yeah.
That's right here.
Oh, yeah,
the art is so
that's
cool.
Yeah, the art is great. I mean, I think Jason mentioned before, the artist for the for this entire first six series is Tony Moore, and then later on it's Charlie Adler. But boy, the art in this first six is wonderful, really wonderful.
It tells a lot of story in one panel. You really see a lot going on.
Okay, so whose turn is it now? Your turn.
My turn. And so I didn't really obey the rules. Sorry. And I'm a rebel. I didn't pick a moment. I picked a thing about it. And so
what
one
did
of the things I loved about it, and that Dave pointed out to me was that it's in black and white. I know a lot of comics are in black and white. It's a sort of classic comic thing. But I love how they convey the sense of all the gore and all of the just the mess that's happening. And it's all in black and white. And it's really impressive that they can convey all of this, which is black and white. I love it.
So, I mean, what do you think not having it in color adds something?
I do. Although color is great. I'd love to see something in color. I don't know if they're on in color. I'm still going to see it in color as a television series. But for now, it's really powerful seeing it in black and white.
I'm curious.
Yeah, when he talked about this and about how seeing black and white changes it, kind of the same thing here. I really like it. Black and white's super powerful.
There's in the later pages, Kirk made a joke that if he ever got to issue 75, he put aliens in, and because he ran out of ideas. And, so in this spoiler section, so I'm giving spoilers here. So when you get to issue 75, just to live up to that, he added a little imaginary story that has aliens that's super whacked, and it's all in color, so you can see all the characters in color. That's the only time.
That's
It's really
awesome. Hey, it was good.
good. It was crazy.
Yeah,
It was a lot of fun.
yeah.
But I'm glad it didn't happen.
Right.
I'm not as big a comic fan as you are. Are there a lot of comics in black and white? So off the top of my head, all I can think about after all the silly cartoons and movies, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles,
that's
they were
right,
black ink, and it was really good.
Yeah.
The first few issues.
Was Sarah Phoenix? I don't know if Sarah was. I think only Independence, and I don't really like Independence, so I don't know. But there are some.
It's
there's
my
some-
choice.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, the Walking Dead has a huge page, so you get to hear Kirkman's thoughts on things, and he talks about it in black and white a lot, and he said he never will go to color. It's a very deliberate choice.
Yeah.
And then they talk about this in the show, you know, that of course came out way out in black and white. And people just thought, I think that it just wouldn't be marketable enough to, you know, they would like to do it like that, and the director said he probably put a version of the pilot on DVD black and white, but not the actual show. So, where are we?
You,
Okay.
brother.
Okay, I think it's happy one. This is where Rick finds his wife and kid.
Oh man, he's still in the
That was the first one. That made me almost
I felt so sad that he lost his freedom.
Right, and get it back.
No, I love this picture. They're hugging, and it just feels so real. Like they haven't seen each other. They're so glad to find a piece of their past and be together. And when you say it makes future events in comic a little sadder, I'll just leave it at that. But I just love to have these moments because this is like I could challenge on it or argument said it was depressing. I agree, it is depressing, but it is good to have some moments like this where it's not all bad. You know, temporary a
It
little bit.
makes that even worse.
Yeah, and there's not that many happy moments in this at all.
Peppered throughout. Maybe 15 pages. Your turn.
Well, he's sort of stole one. I also said that when Rick comes back and kills the zombie that he's on side with. There's a number of other.
What do you like about it?
Yeah, I think it was the fact that it was the first time he killed a zombie, right?
I think so, yeah.
And he fought through that he wanted to do that. He made a point of going to go do that. It wasn't about killing a zombie that was trying to kill him. It was about making a zombie out of his misery. I thought, wow, that's an interesting choice because as a person and dealing with other people in real life, you would not want to kill somebody because there are people in less of a situation where you're like, I'm helping this thing by killing it.
Yeah.
It's also the start of his slow descent into just callousness because he's got a tear on his eye, and so, you know, 20 issues later, he's just going around blown away like nothing.
Like nothing. Yeah.
As my grandmother said, he's hanging if you do enough.
Again, I picked a role moment, and it was all the quiet moments. And there were I like quiet moments. And we talked about that just a minute ago when Jim becomes a zombie, and he showed a bunch of panels, and Jim against the street, Second Street, and just walking away and smaller. And this one that I like is a vulture that's picking apart a zombie, or picking apart a dead person. Not necessarily a zombie. Picking apart a dead person that's on the top of a car. Not just a dead person, not in fact, it's like a person with windshield in a car crash. And then the vulture's picking apart the dead person, and then you hear a gun shot, and then you see some feathers that the vulture flies away, and then you see the gunshot, and you hear a gunshot. And it's just real quiet, there's a bunch of them in here.
Yeah, and that's great because then you see the next page they're just practicing their shooting.
Right,
It wasn't
right.
anything bad. It was just presented in an interesting way.
Often that'll be the case. It's not what you think. Yeah, I like it a lot.
Me too. Is my turn?
Yes, it
Because
is.
the next one is a moment like that. Rick is in a tent with Lori, and they're just
Yes.
sitting there
Yeah.
talking. She says, "We've only got two guys, two guns, change pistols, rifle. We got shovels around camp. We hit them so far. They don't come very often." And then it just shows him kind of meditating on that with this like far look in his eye. She's like shaking, and he goes, "Past you, I'm so worried about finding you and Carl getting one piece. I have to be scared." So I realize that he's just going, "Oh God, what is going on?" You know, it's like a feeling for the first time. But,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's kind of subtle.
I like that one a lot. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it was kind of Go for it.
I really like at the beginning when Rick meets the father and son, and then they go to the police department. They're working in the wing.
Yeah, working in the wing.
When he says, "Why don't you take the police car?"
Yeah.
And this will be better than the car you had. Watch my house, and it's kind of we're all in together now. And he
Yeah.
said, later when this is all over, you can give back the car. Like he's thinking, this will be over soon, and you can just take it. It'll help you while things are crazy, but then later everything will go back to normal.
Right. I'm supposed to protect, and no better way to protect than have you arm yourself well and have a good car. Yeah.
And I think that father and son obviously were used to killing zombies because that son, a little kid,
Yeah, yeah.
so they were really surprised to have someone be nice to them.
Yeah.
I like that too.
Nice one. Oh, did you see more again? Or did you
Yeah.
say that? Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Do you want to know what happens?
No spoilers, no spoilers.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you're right. You don't.
Hey, Ryan.
Okay.
Okay, you saw my last one, which was a family reunion. Nice. Yeah, that's my final one. A little bit of a.
It is happy.
Yeah. Well, also, I saw this night. Everybody pointed out to me like it was a little bit of a odds of him.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, so it's still, I'm still for a good moment like that. And so instead of saying that, what I'm saying, something that they point out when you hear this, and that is that the actual word zombie is maybe mentioned I think once in here, and it's about a third of the way through, but it's not mentioned again. We did it once. It's a zombie story. And the other times they refer to zombies as those things, those monsters, and a lot of it, they don't usually say zombies. They don't use the word zombies. They don't know they're in a zombie story. You know what I mean?
That's always the choice in zombie movies.
Yeah.
In Shaun of the Dead, they say zombies, and he's like, "Don't say that." That word, word. Okay, my last one is another quiet moment. They're snowing in their camp. Who got bit, Jim?
Yeah.
He says his body's freezing, but he'll almost burn you if you touch him. He still has wits, so we'll see. Maybe it won't happen to him. And then Donna says, "Yeah," but you can tell by the way it's presented that they're like, it's gonna happen to him.
Yeah.
And I just love the way they convey that kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's good writing.
It's good writing.
Indirect.
Right.
For a lot.
Yeah.
There was another little thing I noticed that I'm going to do for another spoiler because I feel so weird reading these spoilers. So I just noticed reading this again. Shane is talking to Rick and says, "You met Glenn. That's Alan. That's Alan County Supplies. Alan Donna's around here somewhere. They got twins, Billy and Ben. They're hellions." Which takes on a whole new meaning after you read the part where Ben shoots Billy because he thinks he'll just come back anyway later on. And then they have to kill Ben. He's a little psycho. And that's why it was also funny when I'm in Comic Con Rock because this thing's chopped dead children. So on that note,
100% daily.
on that note, take a break. Stay with us. There's more to come. Right, well, next time this week in Zombies, we're going to cover zombie news that's breaking out all over the world.
Infection like something is itching. Okay, first I have to read a story that I first saw in Mercury News, just looking at Mercury News, one of the little rags, and then we got sent the story by a couple different sources. It's pretty cool.
Exciting.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of people sent the story. Great.
Yeah.
And so it's the article's called Classified for Zombies 101 at the University of Baltimore. It's an AP story, so it got carried on a lot of different newspapers, and it was posted on Simpson. So it's out of Baltimore, called Zombies 101, University of Baltimore's offering a new class on undead. The course is being taught by Arnold Bloomberg, the author of the book on zombie movies, Zombie Mania, and career of Jetty's Entertainment Museum, which focuses on their pop culture. Students taking this 3 watch 16 classes on zombie films and zombie comics as an alternative to a final newspaper. They write scripts or storyboards for their ideal zombie flicks. University is the first to have a class on undead. Columbia College in Chicago has offered a course on zombies and fucking years, and it's Simpson College is something. And Iowa students the survey book on history of zombie war.
Well, I think that's very sad. It's a sad statement about our culture, and I would totally take a class.
That's right.
I don't know what to do for extra credit. Even
Right.
Bring brain mean, makes sense. Maybe it's the way that you can take any subject and apply the theory to it. I was just advocating that, but
But we're not kidding when we say we'd love to take
definitely not.
class.
I'm sure it's like flooded with students every year. Whatever.
Right,
If you only get a degree in zombie studies.
You fucking know. So the next story comes out of, well, let me actually get the next story. I'm not completely convinced it's a different story, so stop me. Some of you recently heard this. This is Atlantic magazine, and the title of it is Can Walking Dead Revive the Zombie Genre? It's by Jared Keller. The zombie is dead, long live the zombie. The niche genre of the zombie apocalypse was major television debut with AMC's new series Walking Dead, whose trailer was released last week. Based on black and white comic series by Robert Kirkman and Tony Moore. Actually, not Tony Moore after a certain period of time. And adapted television by Walking Dead is a crime former police officer. Blah, 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 blah. So you know this. While The Walking Dead seems like another provocative addition to AMC's already popular language with Batman and Breaking Bad, the series is much more than a regrab. They're going to take on the now comic base, seemingly introducing the zombie genre to mainstream America, presenting a post-apocalyptic zombie narrative as was originally intended.
My God.
And it's pretty cool. This next one, let me read this.
The first zombie, Jesus Christ.
Just saying, man, just saying.
Chad, will you bring that stuff in here?
Yes.
Yes, exactly. So it's Jason.
You see, the zombie genre was never meant to be just about gore. Very much false contains planetary themes established by the word of George A. Romero, grandfather of zombie and pioneer of the genre. Now Living Dead, Romero's 1968 cinematic opus, was renowned upon its release not only for gruesome depiction of zombie cannibalism, but also for the way it handles social issues. And they basically were saying it was about Vietnam. Romero's dead sequel taking trend, Dawn of the Dead, 1968, focused on groups of survival and shock and trade, a critique of American consumer culture and perceived materialism and narcissism of information. The same followed for Day of the Dead, 1995, set in a giant bunker where military scientists instituted domesticating control, roving cattle zombies. While camping the original Day of the Dead touched on widespread anxieties about military and social conflicts and human experimentation in decades, still reeling from Vietnam. Land of the Dead, Romero's 2005 installment series retained the same sharp social commentary, this time with a focus on class warfare and post-zombie world, where the rich and try to continue to exploit less fortunate despite the ever-present danger of human extinction. So kind of a neat little summary of the Romero films. And I don't know what the zombie genre can come back, because if anyone's been paying attention the last couple years, it may
Yeah,
come back.
I think well, especially Zombieland made a ton of money.
I love that.
And Shaun of the Dead.
Shaun of the Dead. Yeah, I guess you're right. But I mean, I guess they're comparing it to vampires. Vampires is still doing better than zombies.
If you're a Hollywood exec, you're making a decision based on dollars. Vampires are the deal.
But see, now they're doing like I wish I could have found the Hollywood Reporter article saying trying to make zombies more like vampires. I just don't think that's the answer. Maybe it is, but they should exploit what's special about zombies, not try to make them sexy or whatever.
Yeah,
No,
no.
the fall of society and the survivors, you make them sexy.
Yeah, like if you had like a group of Swedish bikini team that's
Right.
post-apocalyptic.
Yes, exactly. In bikinis.
And there's only one guy left, and he's a 16-year-old geek.
Right, and they have lots of pillows.
What's sad is an Hollywood exec listening to the show saying, you got it.
Swedish bikini models, 16-year-old geek and pillows? Plus zombies?
In that article, there was a movie coming out called Zombie Tits, I think.
No.
I gotta look at that. I'm pretty sure that's true.
You're just thinking of the old boob beams from my show.
He doesn't like boobs.
Next,
Next article is actually from sent in by listener Doug Hill. And this is from DeadCentral.com. It's a news story out of the UK. And it's called UK Zombie Man finally watched the show as IFC delivers Dead Set in October. If you've never seen the UK zombie slaughter fest, Dead Set, have no idea.
No, never heard.
Nearby. Brother or Big Brother, you are in for a real treat. Fleshing zombies taking over Britain and multiplying as quickly as they kill. Survivors must rapidly find ways to endure in a world that offers little refuge. Cocooned in the safety of their Big Brother house. Famous contestants of the reality TV game show are safe and blissfully unaware until eviction night when all hell breaks loose. Written and executive produced by acclaimed writer and media critic Charlie Cooper, The Guardian. Dead Set reviewer is a pitch black 5-part zombie horror comedy.
Nice,
Yeah,
that's
yeah. Set in Britain's Big Brother house. Dead Set is a partial film in the real UK Big Brother set and features cameo appearances by the show's host Davina McCall in front of an actual eviction night audience with cameos by 4 contestants. Must see for horror fans, reality TV junkie, more 5 by reality TV. Dead Set.
I'm really
Blah blah blah. Makes US television premiere on IFC Monday, October 23rd, Friday, October 29th, airing at 12 midnight or 5 consecutive minutes. A special marathon event features all 5 parts tactics on Halloween night beginning at 8 p.m. So you watch that before you watch the one. Yeah, cool. Thanks, Doug.
Word.
We're Doug. And last one, you guys have a choice. One that involves Walking Dead or one that involves a book.
Walking Dead.
Walking Dead. All right. The one is a book that involves turkeys.
Turkey zombies?
No, my friend. Very, very.
Ants like ones.
It's a book called Night of Living Turkeys. It's about zombie turkeys. But anyway, this other story is from the Vancouver Sun, a newspaper I really enjoy reading. Okay, Canada has some amazing newspapers last time I was in Vancouver. There's like 5 great newspapers I read every day. It was awesome.
They haven't done a business.
No, they're thriving up there. I'm telling you.
They read in Canada.
They read in Canada, and I love Vancouver Sun. Yeah, I love Vancouver. Yeah, this is called Vampires, Vampires, Cascade, and This sounds like you've read before. It's out of San Diego. Yeah, this is the same story. Some people just so merciless, relentless. Some people so very true. You take it seriously, like you face the simple night Living Dead. Dead don't ever seem to rest. Zombies seem to be everywhere in pop culture.
It seems to me that there is so much zombie stuff. You go to Google zombie type of zombie.
Yeah.
But I feel like this Walking Dead show is set apart from all that. It's more special. I don't know if it's just because I'm a fan or if it actually is. I think it's going to take place near the top of the zombie canon immediately.
Yep.
Sure.
It's so well done, and all the elements are together in perfect way. So
I mean, I'm sure the Romero stuff is going to say the top.
except yeah, it is but the latest stuff that he's done is in the top. His last movie, I think, went to video.
The original.
Of course, yeah.
What's that? Is there a Resident Evil movie that's near this week? Which one is it?
Afterlife.
That's with what's
Mia
name?
Jovovich.
Yeah.
Yeah, those movies I stopped watching.
Did you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're just silly.
Yeah. You're a Resident Evil fan.
Yeah, movies aren't like games anymore. So the game don't like the video games.
Right. Right.
That's what I got. Awesome. Okay, good. Let's move on to our top five best weapons to use against zombies. We got some listener feedback on this. So yeah, let's go through ours first, and then we'll hit them.
Okay,
Remember
I will go first. So weapons, top 5 weapons to use against zombies. My top weapon or my top category of weapons is sports equipment, which include the handy baseball bat. I would recommend aluminum rather than wood. Aluminum being a little more sturdy than wood, and golf clubs. Always good. Nice reach.
Sure.
Exactly. Nice little 9-iron to the zombie head. It's a sports equipment.
Got it.
There
Yeah,
we go.
sure.
I had a sort of category for my first one. I put down scythe for tree trimmer, basically head cutting off.
Ooh.
And
Wait, tree trimmers are like shears, right?
Oh, no, it's like the ones where you have a rope. And you get the tree tree way up high, so you just have to have a remote snap, and you can get something to be high and chopping off the heads.
Oh, you do it really far away.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like that incarnate holds the scythe, and you want to just reap heads.
As if there's so much body.
Yes,
It's no damn fun.
this is a whole category because I think I mentioned the zombie survival guide, but it actually recommends a Chinese weapon that is like a spear at the end, it's kind of crescent moon blade, and it's just for chopping off heads, basically. And they say that's the best weapon you can get. But I just figured that was too rare in
Yeah,
the United
no,
States, in a museum, but
right.
probably not your sporting goods store.
So number 1 Asian region.
Yeah, you want ones that are easily accessible. And so my honorable mention is nukes.
Oh my god.
Yeah, actually not
Not
that easy, but you can kill many zombies at once. Yeah, downside, hard, not very fine tuned. As one would say, it's more padded than scalpel. Kind of that was one of the mentions. So my number 5 is acid, which you can throw down on the boards of zombies trying to infiltrate a stronghold.
Nice, but also not exactly accessible.
Yeah, I guess name I know where to get it.
Totally.
But I won't say why.
It also has the problem of you have to carry it around and you have to have enough to like.
Yeah, it's a very specific scenario where you set yourself up in a stronghold that has an applied acid.
So you're in a fortress and they're all outside.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Oil.
exactly.
Yeah.
Because I mean, these aren't necessarily the most effective. They can also be the most fun weapons to use.
Oh yeah, why not also have fun? Nothing that you can't have fun with zombies. Okay, my next one is Chainsaw. Little shout out to Evil Dead 2. Love it. One of my favorite movies. Yeah, Chainsaw. Fabulous all-purpose weapon. In fact, you'll probably yourself as well.
It's interesting because I actually have a note in my list down at the bottom that says not chainsaw. This is the worst weapon to use because it's noisy and brings more around. Fires gas, which you can't carry around. It's really short range, so they're right next to you when you're chopping up. You get gore all over yourself.
What if you catch it to your arm and move around with your chainsaw?
That still has a problem.
You even put in fun fact.
That's true. So I mean, it's
Where's the fun?
Okay,
favorite and fun things.
number 4 for you.
The next one on my list, I actually went with the first and fifth, but I'll go to my second one, which is a sword.
Yeah,
sword.
yeah.
Maybe a scimitar. I like kind of heads off, I
What's a scimitar?
guess. The curved Middle Eastern style
Oh,
sword.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So you like the Latin?
Slicing is good. Poking is not because then you get caught.
Slice good, poke bad.
That's what I think. My laws of zombie weapons.
Okay, my number 4 is dogs.
I'm guessing
Oh,
dogs.
yeah, it's in the Walking Dead universe. There's no zombie animals.
Right, I'm thinking about that.
Is it disease? Did they
They
ever
don't say
say
it,
right?
but
Animals don't
there aren't any in literature said there weren't any.
Are there any dogs around in comic?
I know they.
Where are all the
I'm assuming it's dogs because they
So if you need to have a really steel dog, that can
Yeah.
probably kill legs and well, some of these weapons you're gonna need to
Yeah, but
like
let go.
be good in short range because
Yes,
you just want to
yes,
and then get
that's
damaged.
the sword thing.
And also dog sounds like Everybody like
I don't know.
scratch belly. Oh, yeah, guns and various artillery. All things that are long range weapons. What is instructions? Basically, what I'm saying. But guns in particular. Love guns. Still have to say.
So that's my next one too. So
Gun,
I have a shotgun rifle handgun, and
Yeah.
I think there's a problem with ammo. The reality is ammo will run out in the world where there's more zombies.
Eventually,
There's
there's a
a
lot
lot of but my point about using them is they're so useful.
Yeah.
Because in reality, you never want to be close enough to a zombie to have to use a tree trimmer or a sword. You want to be far away because they're smelly, nasty, freaky.
Yeah.
So I would say high power rifle.
Stinky.
High power rifle would be great. So you get a headshot.
Well, my number 3 is shotgun because in Resident Evil, shotgun is the best gun because if you get close to a zombie and you just tilt your shotgun back and fire, it will hit you evaporates.
Yeah, that's a good reason.
And if you're like if you're near just a horde of them and then you're back a couple feet and fire, then you damage several of them at once.
Yeah.
So the shot scatters. It's very satisfying.
In my list, I have shotgun rifle handgun. We should give a shot at the handgun because it's so portable.
Handgun.
Handguns, you can have 6 handguns hanging on you, which is kind of nice. Yeah, you have, strap your waist and on your armpits and
Wherever
Back
it's
your
good.
pants, like,
yeah, yeah. Handguns are props.
Number 2?
Is it
Oh, wait, number 3 still.
No, I'm number, let's say 2.
Okay.
I was thinking bow and arrow, like Wolverine style, right? Bow and arrow. Because bow and arrow, you don't have to be close. Big fun factor, right? And theoretically, you can keep making arrows from trees.
That's true.
So it keeps from never ending, more or less a supply of
I don't know. I would think that poking, you end up with a zombie with a lot of arrows and it's still alive. But I was thinking maybe if you lit on fire. Fire arrows.
I almost said flaming arrows.
Yeah, flaming arrows would probably be okay.
Yeah, I'm glad that would really up the fun factor.
If a burning zombie runs into an unburned zombie, you got 2 burning zombies.
And if you light the grass on fire near a zombie, that's all you can do. You're still burning a zombie. There's a zombie barbecue.
Or like in the Dukes of Hazzard, the dynamite on the end of a bow, on an arrow, that would take out a lot of zombies.
Wow. You just completely enhanced.
So did you? Oh, you
No,
know.
so I put down shovel hoe. So I think they're just everywhere. You can find shovel or hoe just about anywhere. They're good for pushing them away and knocking them in the head or shotting them in the head.
Yeah.
It's a nice. You don't need to keep them with you. Just find one wherever you happen to be. Shovel and hoe.
You can run with it.
Yeah. So yeah, just saying hoe. I guess. Sorry.
Okay, my number 2 was a sword as well, and it's funny you say that. Not having read the rest of the time, but this badass character shows later that has a sword, and she's really good at it. So she dropped me on the head.
Gratifying. And along those lines, number 1, samurai sword slash.
There you go, there you go.
Actually, I'm thinking,
Pretty much like.
And I'm the last one to give a shout out because I'm a musician and I love zombie. I was going to say banjo.
Oh yeah, or and Shaun the Dead, Broken Ladies.
Oh yeah.
They should work a lot.
No, I was sort of thinking that you could play the deliberate.
You just stick something on the blade or something.
And playing
You love it.
Yes, steel banjo.
That's awesome.
Okay, my number 1 is kindness. No, I'm joking. My number 1, I stole mine from this guy on the Wizard Message board. That message about it. Some feedback.
Awesome.
Or feedback. And it's a basic level wrist strap. But the guy on the shirt says, "Doesn't ammo doesn't have layering type of tip. If you get stuck in one zombie while others rip your spleen, it won't fall off or get pulled away from you light enough to fend off hordes, long enough travel, cracks and skulls.
So it's like baseball strap.
But
I
I thought it was shorter.
think more Barney Rubble here.
Well, I think it's more like a pop
Oh
skull.
yeah, a little.
That's all I'm
No, more for
There's an Irish sport called hurling. We have these little clubs. They still seem like they're pretty sore. That would be a good
That
club.
would be off the club. I want to be
Like someone.
I would really want to play there.
Oh, a tree produces a club that is rounded at one end and then comes down with a candle.
Club tree. That'd be awesome.
Okay, so we got some listener, like I said, these are fans answers to this. Well, actually, this guy, Yogi Jones from formforgeeks.com said best weapon shotgun. Shotguns and zombies go together like peanut butter and chocolate. Post-hole digger and Dead Rising was also hoot. The crossbow shot in the original version did that as well.
Yeah, crossbow. Good one. You know what? Crossbow. I'm going to
Because it has a lot of force.
And easier, I guess.
Yeah.
You don't need quite as good with your.
No skill.
So then here's some answers from all things user form. When it says cricket bat, some church, that's when I read the club. Kyle says a steel baseball bat with wooden handle and a taser tape with a handle. Smack a zombie, turn it on, enjoy prime smoke zombie.
Oh,
I see.
you tase them as you
So like a metal piece of metal to extend the taser charge to them.
Oh my God.
That's a very interesting.
Yeah, that's creative, dude. Freecore Me says carpet bombing early on the outbreak, obviously.
Yeah, carpet bombing.
Demosthenes says shotgun blast the head, chainsaw, lawnmowers,
Lawnmower, nice.
Molotov cocktails, zombies on fire. Then Lanku says, dude, if you set the zombie on fire, you still have a zombie, except also fire.
Flaming zombie for you. Right.
And River Timber says the lobotomizer from World War C, which is a combination of shovel and double-bladed battle axe.
Wow. That's cool. Yeah, that's right.
So that's it.
Right.
We're talking about this good. So we're an hour and 10 minutes, so I'm going to try to just quickly get through these listener emails and stuff.
Beautiful.
By the way, next episode, since we're doing Charlie, we're going to have to have one soon after that.
Right.
So let's get into some listener emails.
This one comes from Derek.
Go ahead.
That was me.
Daryl says, I'm subscribed to the podcast now because I enjoyed the first episode, so I downloaded the 4 and will be checking out the show. It was kind of sexy. No way.
I couldn't tell if I remember what he was talking about at first, and then I thought,
Like, yeah, it was
this episode one, all the way through the end.
Thanks, Daryl. Awesome.
Okay, Michael G from Gilroy says, great podcast, really happy to find this during my search. I really like chapter using the podcast, it helps when I short on time. My opinion, I think you need to talk about comic. Okay. Just do it, because once it starts to know really big discussion on all the different comic compared to TV show, and then we need to specify the download version. Yeah, I think we should do that, talk about the differences. I don't think that we're going to do a lot more spoiling though.
Right. But we'll be absolutely fine. As the two shares, we'll be talking about how it was a conference, for sure. Yep. This one comes from Jeff. He says, greetings, Jason Karen, absolutely love your podcast and your enthusiasm. She's quite right, and AMC chat again. I listen probably 30 podcasts a week, and I can say that you both present your material with wit, intelligence, and all three of which is hard to find on the wasteland. Wow. From your original music and the zombies to the latest video, show your presentation is zero fat. Oh, sit in my butt. And is entertaining as informative. I thought your choice, Jason, to your opening shows and introductions to the end of the podcast will minutes. Of course, we want to know more about both, but for now, let's learn zombie chat. Another game for zombie cast. Yeah, I agree. One fun, it should be the zombie lover and podcast around a language grammar. You're signing off the phrase of it. I also love that. However, could perhaps make argument that the grammatically accurate way to phrase that would be don't get bitten. Is it true?
I think instead of that, now we're just going to make zombie noises for the whole podcast.
Let's continue to let's not get ourselves bitten.
Be right.
Thou shalt not get bitten.
No, I listen to another because I'm a big L fan and I think different thing. Everyone says they should be saying things differently. It doesn't sound
It doesn't, but you know, but me too. I'm
I'm not gonna do it.
I'm going to do it.
Let's do a little hint.
He says, I just with pity. I know I wouldn't bring up the room so articulate mention about your material and it seems as if you care. Feel free to read more about me. And I will not read more or about you. Then you might read more about both your parts as well as that. I'm just agreeing. Focus on, you made an hour more or less a week. That was more enjoyable.
That was great. Thanks so much.
Thanks.
Okay, next one.
I just want to say that you better like me. So
Yeah, let's see what did you come back? Okay, Justin, who wrote in before and who's one that we call First Undead.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, Mr. Undead. He says, since I'm one of the first Undeads doing email every week, or shall I call it zombie mail? Okay, no,
yes,
Undead anymore. What is your guys' opinion on running zombies versus walking zombies? After walking all these 20 days and weeks later. Oh, so, well, the walking more spends on the first getting the characters, running only the main characters, play after run, hide, Well, I think that you're not really getting to know the characters while running around doing slow zombies anyway. You're just in the running. You know what I mean? But anyways, my opinion is that I like the slow ones better.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. They're creepier and in fact more realistic. No, if you didn't run around a lot in your life, you're probably not running around a lot when you're undead. So,
If you did.
what?
necrotic tissue isn't good for
No, it isn't. Just think of it. Running is great, and I agree. I do love me also some 20 days. So the 20 days are awesome. Running great. They make for cool shots.
Yeah.
But yeah, slowly lurching. I like the classic slowly lurching and moaning undead.
Me too. Some people, I don't know if people like to do this, but I'm guessing some people just are curious and will watch when they don't like that zombies are running or being slow. Whatever. I'll watch them all. I like them all
Yeah.
for
Did you see how I signed up?
He's 11 survival.
Great sign up. I'm just 6 weeks on
Okay. We have one iTunes review.
This comes from, oh my god, it's awesome. FM Zonalist Jr.
Senior.
Yes, I wasn't zombie mentioned about the cast, but after listening to those two Yamaron about them for 3 decades curiosity, check out Kirkman's graphic novels. Long story short, I'm not age 48, and I now know the genre of the critical genre, and much more than stream festivals. In fact, rather engages deep in what I thought were long dead portions of my subconscious mind. As for the test, their size and risk of my exposure are my favorite part of each episode. Jason Karen very well as a team, they're one thing along with, of course, some facts occasional reviews include William Kirkman, man himself, make one dead cast listen. Oh, and I love hearing Kirkman's infectious excuse me, laugh. Oh, that's awesome.
That's my friend Brian.
Hi, Brian, thank you.
Brian.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you write us a review on iTunes, I'll send you a haiku.
You will?
Personally written. And if you write it as, if you write a review of haiku, you get one point.
Is your haiku going to be a zombie haiku?
I don't know.
Is it
It's
a
gotta be.
It might be all 5 and something. I don't know how to
And I think they should be more haikus on the show. I really do.
The problem is,
Is that
it just
one
one's a little.
Yeah, it's right?
Right, it is.
And that's the great that was haiku reviews and haikus.
I do.
Even good people. And then there's one thing before we close that there's a new rule that all guests on the show have to make a zombie sound before they're allowed to leave.
Oh, you guys let me know.
Nice.
That was good.
Speaking of which, I'm slightly, I think I'm coming out cold. That was like the best zombie I'll probably ever
I
make.
think you're doing this the
Until
whole
the
day.
rule.
I got sick.
So you ready for that show?
We are.
Okay, that's our show.
Thanks.
Episode 6, that's my favorite number. by the way.
Is it? I'm 16.
Oh, interesting.
What part are you?
Okay, let's see. So I just want to thank Jack for coming. It was fun.
Thanks, Jack.
Yeah, thank you, and Karen, as always.
Thanks, Jason.
Thanks to everybody who called in or wanted to call in, but thanks a lot. Thanks to everybody who emailed all your heads, and thanks to people from Walking User who made not even the podcast. Welcome aboard. And everybody else, thanks a lot.
Thanks,
I just want to make a little announcement. This guy Jordan called me from the Walking Dead, starting at the Walking Dead podcast network. It's kind of like Lost Podcast Network, only a little bit more centralized and organized. The idea is that people who like Walking Dead podcast and find out about all the same places and kind of comment and stuff like that. So the Talking Dead is part of it, those Canadian guys, and Jordan has his own podcast, Walking Dead podcast. They have a first episode up on iTunes, and I listen to it. There's 4 podcasts on there, and I'll really know about it. So if you are really hungry for more Walking Dead talk, go to this forumforgeeks.com and check out the whole Walking Dead podcast network and their podcast. Thanks for that. We appreciate it.
I'm never presented in a podcast from you.
What do you
I'm never you're saying 4 guys. Huh?
Well, so I know of the 4 podcasts about Walking Dead, including ours, and there's a total of 1 woman.
I'm not saying who we did.
So that's awesome. I don't anymore.
Well, three of us do.
You won't say that. You can say that whole, right? Okay, so if you would like to get in touch with our podcast, how would you do that?
You can email us at brains@walkingdeadcast.com. That's brains@walkingdeadcast.com. There's no the at the end.
You can call us at 650-485-DEAD. That's 650-485-3323.
You can check out our website and leave comments at walkingdeadcast.com.
Where we post music, information on the show. You can sign up to be notified email